Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a
Boomer stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Shimizu ranging forward, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting, catcher, Steve
Gomez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set. Here's the 3-2 on the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's 3 into right, and he's safe.
3-2. They're going to send that runner to try and stay out of the double play, and this works to perfection here as he's going to keep on going right around second. He'll make it all the way up to third.
Chad Perez will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. On the ground to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this Boomer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
All right, one time right here.
Now a hard liner.
That's foul.
But this is a foul ball. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Line drive. Base hit left field.
Right here. Find the ball.
And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through.
Here we go. Come on now. One time. Hey,
Steve Gomez strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Struck him out. And now they'll likely comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring. Koji Shimizu will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 4-2 game. Christopher Lynch steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Here we go, infield. Knock it down.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Right side. He's got it. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now. Boomer, but a single here could reduce the deficit to.
Thinking about being the big hero.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out. So a big moment here, and standing in, Steve Gomez, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Ball's there, and he is out at second base. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Suns and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Boomer comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Boomer.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Montalvo is right there, and a rather easy first out. Boomer will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Yeah, not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
Drilled on the ground to short. Nam fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Boomer will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one.
0-1.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2.
Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Hey, drive that pitch. Oh, here we go.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Here we go.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
Popped up. Nam settles under it near second, and that's the second out of the inning. Boomer will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
You're down. You're down.
And he is in there.
He beat it up.
Danny Thompson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Hey, no one better.
And you're not too worried about this guy. To get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Montalvo takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Steve Gomez will come forward now, and a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
Line drive to center field. Serrano is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No runs, a hit, 2. Boomer makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
It looks like he's going to be taken until he gets a strike. Not a bad end when you're down by 3 in the 9th.
No strike.
I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3. Pulled toward right center field. Serrano giving chase, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our top player of the game. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, an intriguing... At the plate, Boomer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, and that'll get down for a base hit. Long throw to third.
Come on, down.
And he's safe.
You think he was looking for a fastball?
Jacob Bryant will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Line to the right side, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored one run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make it.
Stepping in, Chad Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Come on, big guy, one time.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second.
Dig.
Fielded cleanly to second for one. And
out.
a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem. Boomer is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Boomer.
Let her rip right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants three.
Right here, find the ball.
And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
You want to talk about throwing a pitcher out of his rhythm? This is the first pitch of the inning, and no one's going to run this thing down. So when the dust settles, this turns into a leadoff triple.
Jacob Bryant will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
Colligan is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
And after the leadoff triple, this is just a case of a guy taking care of business out there with a runner in scoring position.
Boomer tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
And, you know, that was the first of the year for him, and you've got to think that we're going to be seeing a lot more of those to come.
Throw over to the bag,
He's safe.
and a dive, but he's back in. A runner on first with 2 away.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one.
Wow. Here we go. Hey, any way you can. Here we go.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Mississippi leads it 3-0.
One away.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Now to the plate, Boomer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, he makes the stop. No chance to get him at first. A great effort on that one, but it'll be scored a base hit.
This is a case where a guy's trying to do a little too much. That's a great play to dive and get to this ball, but then he tries to make a superhuman throw, and the ball just takes off on him.
In now, Jacob Bryant. He drew a walk his first time up. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Pitch is popped up. Ferns on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, this is not exactly the most convincing swing you're going to see, but this is a results-oriented game. He manages to take the ball the other way.
Drive it deep, Big Doc. Here we go.
Chad
Come on
Perez
now, let it
comes
fly.
to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Kenny Fritz comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and two men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
Oh, this pitch is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. The run scores from second. It's 6-1.
And you know, that one might be the one that breaks the Camels' back right there. A 3-run deficit was going to be tough enough, but now it's up to 5 after that. And it might be about...
Antonio Pena will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Mississippi's out in front, 6-1. Now at the plate, Boomer. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame.
Like you can. Come on.
First offering on its way.
One time right now.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And they get the force for the second out.
This is one of those plays where I guess he's thinking he can't get 2 here, so might as well get the lead runner. It's a little risky, but...
Digging in the switch hitter, Jacob Bryant. He singled his last time up. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We've played 8 full. Mississippi leads it 6-1.
Hey, no outs.
Striding in to start the 9th, Luther Colon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 9.
2 outs away from a victory here. Starting pitching, so obviously important to a team's success, and a great performance given here in this one by the fella you see on your screen. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Mississippi Braves and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way
Leading
next.
off for Mississippi, shortstop, Boomer.
Boomer is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has...
Ken Hawley will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
To his left. And he's retired 1 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Mississippi defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses.
Boomer will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the 3rd. Jamal Sweeney is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Boomer. Throw gets him. 2 down. Derek Colbert stands in following an RBI single his first time through. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Boomer is right there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Boomer will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Boomer.
Here we go.
Good change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to...
Digging in to try it again, Danny Thompson. He drew a walk his first time up.
Hey, see if you can drive what
The
you
0-2 home. Runners on the move for second. Popped up. Landry is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Last half of the 5th coming up. The home team leads this thing 3-0. John Gomes will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. The 0-1 delivery.
What's that one here?
Hit to short. Way to get dirty. The throw. It's there. He got him.
Wow. Made it look easy.
Once this gets past the pitcher, I figured it was a sure base hit, but the shortstop comes out of nowhere to dive for this thing and then throw a bullet over to first for the out.
Boomer will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field.
Danny Thompson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And I don't think that's what he wanted. Steve Gomez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
So stepping in, number 7, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Definitely not what you want to do there. Getting into an infield fly rule with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Chad Perez will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Rios moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
And at the very least...
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Boomer, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And a dive, but he's back.
Hey, get your pitch. No one better, buddy.
Hey, come on, big guy. You right now.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th.
Touch up. Drive him in for us. Let's go, baby.
In there, the base hit.
Pick up the ball.
Pick up the ball. Stand right here.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do.
Danny Thompson steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ballgame, Matt. I mean, you might be
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Throw into third. And he is out at third base, trying to move up as a possible go-ahead run, and the inning is... Ryan Landry digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. And he's set down, 1 away.
The batter, first baseman.
Boomer digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Boomer.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here you go.
Here's the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Started the chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Rios Ranging forward, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he is out at the plate. Trying to take the lead, but this game's going to remain deadlocked as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to